I'm pressing the record button here. It is today, the 14th of June, 2016. Hardus Van Pletsen. We're doing some role plays here. We're recording it so we can upload it to YouTube. I've got Dan here, Dan Viljoen. Dan's going to pitch the price to me. I want to see how he explains it. And then we're going to see how he does it, how it compares to what I do. So please, all of you, don't be shy. Ask questions as we go along. So I'm ready for the role play. So how I'm going to do this role play, I'm going to say to you, Dan, how much does this product cost? Okay. So what I want you to do is from that point of view, in other words, you don't have to explain to me what I'm going to get and this and that and whatever. Okay. I want you to start pitching for me by saying, Hardus, let me give you all the options from that point. On the price. Options on the price, this, that, whatever. Okay. And then I'm going to take it we can take it from there. Awesome. So, Dan?
Okay, I've explained everything to you right now.
Yes.
I think your biggest question right now is coming to terms on how much it's going to cost you, actually.
Absolutely.
The price and things. Okay, so firstly, I'll just give us a little bit of a bar. It's going to be the enrollment package I'm talking about right now. Everything about enrolling yourself into it. Okay. There's a few options I want to lay out to you, actually, is for you to understand that you're not only having one option right now. You actually got a few options that you can choose from, which is up to you entirely then. Okay, the whole package costs 20,780 Rand. Okay. Obviously, I did tell you about the quick trade, about the trade account, that you have to have a minimum 5,000 Rand in as well. Okay. Now, this is not for your products and for your training and etc. that we will be providing for you, and also for your quick trade account. The 5,000 Rand that you have to put inside your quick trade account that you know of, it can also anyway, it could be more. It could be 10,000 Rand or 20,000 Rand or whatever you want to put in there.
Okay.
Then we've got a 249 Rand that you have to pay monthly. It's almost like a subscription. It's not a subscription. It's just we're sending you a lot of text messages every morning. Could be 2 or 3, sometimes 1 messages. That's the quick trade idea that I explained to you earlier. The message with the buying price and the selling price and so forth. Okay. Now that's for 36 months that you will be paying that, and then obviously this. Well, now I'm going to go into CTI and so forth. The second option we will be giving you, this is all cash. You can pay that by EFT, cash, / credit card, even on a budget. And then lastly, you can do check as well. Okay. Now, the second option I want to provide to you is going to be CTI. Now, CTI is a company, our sister company, that is helping us to, for people that doesn't have the funds available immediately, to actually qualify them and help them out by borrowing the money to them and you just paying them back. Okay, so CTI will fund you the 20,000 Rand 780 for the package, and also then the 5,000 Rand that you would need should you require 5,000 Rand. But if you have the money in your accounts, which you don't, clearly, can't really tell you that, but I spoke to you earlier about how much you have in your savings account, and you didn't have the money. Then the 249, obviously, you'll have to pay on top of that as well. Okay. So CTI, our sister company, is charging you for the package 1,168, if I'm right. Am I right? I can't remember. Okay. 1,168. Okay.
I don't want total, please.
That's without the 5,000 Rand. Then you still have to fund your own 5,000 Rand into the trading accounts. Okay. If you want CTI to buy you the 5,000 Rand on top of the product, that's going to cost you altogether 1,401 Rand. Okay, that you have to pay per month, plus the 249 Rands. You have to pay. That's going to be an equal of 1,650. That you have to pay by debit order every month. Okay. That's also for 36 months. That's how long it's been working out. And yeah, I mean, you've got two options right now. You're either paying it upfront, which is going to prevent you from having to go and make a loan from CTI company, or you can do it through CTI company and yeah, get yourself enrolled. Because you're starting to make money from day one. You can start immediately if you want, once you have the trading account. And trading is provided for you, as I explained, and so forth. Poof. What am I doing wrong here? Okay, it's a bit of a shoof, but...
Are you nervous?
I was nervous in the beginning.
Okay, are you less nervous now?
Yeah, I am.
Is this what you do for real?
That's not how I exactly did it, but yeah, it's
Similar.
kind of similar, yeah.
Okay. No one's going to buy from you.
No. Okay.
Because your pricing explanation is not good.
Okay.
Any other comments? Can I do the explanation?
Please.
So that you can compare? And then I'm going to break it down into steps so that you see what cooks.
Okay, good.
Yes, Brian?
One comment that I want just to put across is you gave us a tip to say you must have a way of moving the client's concentration from the 20,780 by saying the whole product will cost you 20,780. You can pay it cash, you can pay it and explain all the options. Then you say plus 249 for 36 months, plus into your trading account you must put the minimum of 5,000 rand.
Okay.
The client won't concentrate on that. You have all of a sudden shifted his concentration towards that. And
Okay.
don't say a lot of things like
The product and there's training and those kind of things.
no,
Okay.
because immediately you include
Cost
all
and
those
pay.
things. Yeah, you just include that,
Prices.
and then you say it's for cash. You can go EFT. You can go check.
Okay.
Then you.
I want to interrupt
Yes.
Brian. He made two major screw-ups. Major.
If first of all you've written the price of the product first of all,
Yes.
where you first give him the options and then you go.
He
to the-
didn't start with all the options of what people can use.
That's correct.
He
Scared
started
him
with a
away right
price.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in previous training, if it was yesterday or the day before, last week, whatever, I explained to you guys that when you pitch the price to someone, that would be one of the biggest mistakes that you could make.
Yes.
Because the guy would look at the price and say, well, I don't have the cash. His mind would close down. And now you start telling him about options and it's too late. So the first thing you should do, the first thing he did wrong is he didn't start with giving the person all the options of how he can pay for our product. That was the first thing he did wrong. The second thing he did wrong for me is he concentrated on pay and cost and pay and cost. It was a bit incoherent. The third thing he didn't do right is he didn't take the person's attention away from the price to what option to pick to make it easy to afford. And I'm going to show the role play to you now. And the fourth thing that he did, which is as bad as any of the other three things, he didn't close me at all.
And then close it down.
He didn't close me to say, okay, well, let's get going. So I'm going to do the role play now. I want you to I'm going to ask you to identify where I did four things. I'm going to ask you, identify for me, how did I give people the options? I'm going to ask you, and maybe you want to write it down so that you can keep track of this shit while we're doing it. The first thing is I want to know from you, where in the presentation did I give the person the options? Identify for me where I did that. The second thing, identify for me, what was the second thing?
Taking away the concentration from that.
How I explain the price, then how I take the attention away from the price, and then how I close. Everyone there?
Yes.
Start with a new page. and we will do the role play again. I want Dan to ask me in this role play, so Hardus, how much is all this going to cost? And then you guys are going to see how I do it.
Okay, Hardus, so how much is this all going to cost?
Okay, so Dan, let me give you all the options up front. So step number one, I'm going to give you all the options up front. Okay, and then I'm going to, step number two, ask you to pick the best option for you. Okay, I'm going to give you all the options up front, and then I'm going to ask you to pick the best option for you. Are you ready? Okay, your one option is you can sign up and give us some cash.
Okay.
Your second option is you can do your enrollment by EFT. You can use a check. You can give us a credit card and you can charge this to your credit card straight or budget. And we have a company called CTI. Please don't say like Dan did, they're a sister company of us.
Okay.
I don't want to be in a position where you say something like that. Just now these people from CTI come back to us and say, you are trying to make out as if we are part of you or this or that, whatever, which we are not.
Okay.
They're an independent finance company who not only finance courses and software programs or whatever for us, but for many other people. They finance all sorts of stuff. They finance spa baths, they finance courses from other companies, Kirby, whatever. So you cannot say they're a sister company. That would not be. So watch now here. When I get to the CTI point, so you can do it by cash. You can sign up by making your payment by EFT, check, credit card, CTI. Now with CTI, you have options. You can just do your enrollment fee alone. Or if you like, you can ask CTI to add 5,000 Rand to your loan so that you have money to trade with. Everyone there? Yes. So the very cool thing here now is the person knows all the options up front. He knows he can do it cash, EFT, check, credit card, or he can use CTI. And I tell him up front, with CTI they can finance just your enrollment fee, or they can even add 5,000 Rand for your trading account. Everyone there?
Yes.
Yes?
Hi, Hardus. Isaac from ABT is here to see you.
Okay, everyone there? Okay. Now, the person has seen that it's 5,000 Rand for the trading account. So...
And he already knows it because in the previous
Oh,
picture you showed him he must start with 5,000 Rand.
Absolutely. So it's not a shock for him anymore. He's aware of it. He's on the go. That is very clear. It also helps to prepare him for the price. Because now 5,000 Rand for a trading account, 20,000 Rand for the course is not a big deal. Okay, I'm going to pause the recording for a moment. I wanted to record this. We are speaking off recording here, off the record. And Wimpy made a very important comment. The comment that he made was that there's a guy from ADT that came here, and I gave him choices. The guy wanted to give me the paperwork, and I said, cool, bring it. And he said, well, I can wait. And I said to the ADT guy, well, I can either sign it now or can you wait for an hour and a half? And he said he wanted to sign it right now. So everything in life that we do, when you give someone a choice, they pick one.
Yeah.
If you give them no fucking choice, there's nothing to pick.
It's the same if somebody's coming to your house and you ask them, do you want Coke with or without ice? They're not going to tell you they want coffee. They're rather going to pick the Coke with or without ice.
Oh, did you hear what he said there?
True that.
When you say to someone, what do you want to drink? Now you give them a choice again, but they can choose whatever they like. When you say to them, do you want Coke with or without ice?
They know they have to choose
They're getting Coke.
Coke's choice.
All they can choose now is, do I want ice in it or not?
So always you must narrow their choices.
Of course. So that's what closing is about. If we compare it to the recording earlier with Dan, He didn't make me pick any. He didn't give me any choices to pick
He
from.
told you there's a few options, but he didn't make you pick one.
Yeah.
Correct.
He told you you can do it
So-
this way, but
So